Yes. I have on PJs. I'm gonna always have on PJs, bro. What the fuck am I even talking about in this video? Haha! Let's talk prom photography. No, that's ass. That's ass. I can't do that. Let's talk prom tips. Nope, that ain't. Roll it, bro. What's going on, YouTube? Back to another video. Okay, today's not going good. I hope tomorrow is better. You can already subscribe. Click the subscribe button and notification bell. If you've already subscribed, thank you for your loyalty. Now, honestly, I meant to make this video a whole lot earlier. Honestly, before prom season started, I wanted to have this video up so I can get these tips out for people who are just starting their prom photography. I apologize. Life, it gets in the way. Before we jump into these tips, just a little backstory on my experience with prom photography. I started taking prom photos 2021. And honestly, for my first year, I did a pretty decent job. The location was great, but I also did a video and I used my drone, did some drone shots. It came out dope, you know, for it to be my first time ever shooting prom photography or doing prom videos, photos, whatever the case may be. It came out dope. Then we get into the following year, 2022, last year. Last year prom, we stepped it up. We stepped it up a crazy notch. I've always done sports photography, obviously, and videography. My biggest fear when it came to photography was lighting. I have always been scared of lighting because if you're just starting photography, or even if you're not just starting, you know lighting is one of the most difficult things about photography. It's one of the most important and it's one of the most difficult things to master. You know, sports, I was already good at it. Videography and photography, and you know, natural lighting, photography, outdoors, I was already good at it. So it was like, okay, I wanna step my game up a little bit. I wanna really do my thing. And I already knew that the one thing that could step your game up when it comes to outdoor photography was strobe lights. So 2022, I ended up getting a strobe light and it was amazing. I did my thing last year. I did my thing. First one that I did, I was nervous. I ain't gonna lie, because I had never used a strobe before that. I had done some practice shots with some of my friends. I had, you know, made sure I understood. I did a lot of research on the strobe light, but I had never done an official shoot with it. So I did my first official shoot. It came out dope. I didn't have a lot of the equipment that I have now when it comes to the lighting, but I still made it work. So there we go. That's a little backstory. Now, that leads right into the first, and I would say one of the most important tips of how to make your prom photography better: invest in a strobe light. Now, when it comes to strobe lights introduce a whole different world of lighting when it comes to photography. You are very limited when it comes to outdoor photography in terms of the angles you can shoot, depending on how lighting is looking outside. Most people can agree that the best type of lighting for natural lighting outdoor is when it's cloudy, when it's an overcast and it's even lighting on each direction. But if you have a nice sunny day, there's only certain angles of which you can shoot, and you are just at the mercy of wherever the sun would like to be at that specific time. So that's where you have strobes. Strobes allow you to create whatever image you want. It allows you to create whatever lighting situation you want. No matter if it's sunny, shady, cloudy, nighttime, whatever the case may be, you can create the image of which you want. All you really need is a one lighting setup. If you're just doing proms and you're doing single subject photography, a one light setup for the most part, no matter how many lights you can afford, you really only need that one lighting setup. Unless you're trying to do advanced backlit stuff and stuff like that and try to mimic sun, you don't even need to really do all that. A one lighting setup will bring you a long way. You don't have to get a super expensive one. The 8200 Pro, if you can't afford the Pro, just get the regular 8200, whatever the case may be. Get you a nice little light stand. It comes with a little attachment. That's like $200–300. You're gonna be making more than that your prom season anyway. It's worth the investment for the type of photos you'll be getting. Now, moving on from that, you may also, if you have the budget, invest in a C stand and invest in a softbox. That will take it to a whole different level, but that's for another video. Now, honestly, I would say that's probably the top of my list, but the rest of these are in no chronological order. These are just tips. So number 2 would have to be location. The background location of where you take these photos can bring a photo from a pretty decent photo to a, oh my God, that is crazy. You know what I'm saying? For most of the time when you're booking with a client, most of the times the people want to take photos at their houses. You know, want to take photos as they're walking out, or maybe even at the toast off, at the school, whatever the case may be. And if that's the case, it is what it is. But if you have creative control over where you are taking the photos, I would suggest the Prom itself. Most of these prom venues are beautiful. And I remember this one specifically I went to, oh my God, it was amazing. Other than that, you just gotta try to do some like research in your own area about where certain locations will be, you know, because you gotta think about it. You are the artist in this. Yes, it is their photo, but you are the artist creating their image. So you wanna try to invest a little bit of time in learning about the locations you may have around you. And if you gotta travel, you gotta travel. Hopefully you got a vehicle, but if you gotta travel, you gotta travel. It's worth it to make the image look how you want it to. Number 3 is kind of piggybacking off of number 2. Get creative / different with your shots and your angles that you do. I'm gonna give the same advice that I gave when it came to sports photography. Switch up your angles. Don't take eye level photos. Try to take low angles, or, you know, just try to take different angles that wouldn't look as normal as if you were seeing them in person. You know, the floor is yours at that point. Just get a little creative with the type of shots that you do. In terms of how you pose your models, how you're posing couples, try to get a little creative with it. And I'm giving this advice and I need to take it myself because I'm still getting good at, I'm still learning how to pose models. Bro, oh my God, posing models, I give it to studio photographers that do like, I give it to studio for like people that primary studio photography. I give it to them because posing people is not easy at all. Number 4, I'm gonna go with, if you can, use a vehicle, right? If they have a vehicle, it will, I promise you, a vehicle, there's so many different things you can do with a car. If there's a car involved, which in most cases there is, if they're booking you for photography, in most cases they have a vehicle. If they're paying for a photographer, in most cases they have a vehicle. So if they do have a rental car, or maybe it's their parents' car, whatever the case may be, use that for a lot of your shots. There's so many different angles you can do when it comes to using a vehicle when it comes to prom photography. You could take photos in front of the car, behind the car, on the side of the car, inside the car. Depending on the type of vehicle you have, the possibilities are endless. Trust me, a car will increase the quality of a lot of your photos drastically. Or shit, maybe they got a horse and carriage. I don't know. I ain't seen nobody step like that yet. I've been waiting for somebody to pop out on a white horse, but hey, maybe that's just my area. They ain't stepping for real. I don't know. Last but not least, certainly not least at all, this might be up there with one of the most important ones, which was the strobe light. Editing. You need to edit your photos. You don't have to do crazy edits. You can if you want to, but you need to edit your photos. You need to learn how to do skin retouching. You have to, because when it comes to, especially like when you're doing prom photos for females, most of the time the makeup is fine. Even if the makeup is great, there's still many ways you can enhance it in the editing software to make your photos pop. I'll make it very simple for y'all. In Lightroom, you go to the brush, like the little brush tool, whatever it is, and it allows you to select the subject now. You select the subject and it allows you to select certain body parts off the subject. You go to face, right? So it does the skin on the face, the eyes, and the teeth if the person is smiling. You select those individually and you can go down from the presets that they have on what you're doing to those. Smooth skin, teeth, eyes. It's that simple. The editing softwares are making it so simple for you to do everything yourself nowadays. You're good. But for the most part, all you're doing with the skin is just removing a lot of the texture. So you're smoothing out the texture of the skin, which would come off a whole lot nicer. You're making the eyes pop a little more, so making them brighter a little bit, and you're making the pupils inside of the eyes. So if you have someone who has colored eyes, so like a hazel or a green or a blue, it would make it pop a whole lot more. And then with the teeth, it's just making the teeth whiter. Simple. In terms of the type of image you're doing, you could edit the background, make the background darker or blurrier to make the person pop more. You could do all of this. That is pretty much all for me. It was a quick video. Hopefully it wasn't too long. I just wanted to come on here and hurry up and get this out to you guys before prom season was officially over, even though at the time of recording this, it is the 11th and prom season is almost over. I currently have one more prom this year. I probably should have been uploaded this, huh? I may do a whole video saying what I've learned from last year versus this year. I may do a whole video like at the end of this prom season saying what I've learned this year, whatever the case may be. But other than that, that's all for me. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check out the merch link in the description down below. There's gonna be a couple more things in there soon. I'm working on something, please. Don't harass me, even though y'all don't even be buying. Chill. I ain't pressing y'all. If you got this far in the video, let me get a DTV Army in the comments section. Let me get a hashtag DTV Army. I would really appreciate it. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I know I haven't been too consistent. Life been getting in the way. I'm gonna try to fix that. I'm not gonna make y'all no promises. I don't wanna do that, but I'm gonna try. We got this video up though, and that video just was, the wedding video was just posted like a week. God damn it, I don't know when I'm gonna post this. We ain't gonna talk about that. Anyways, I hope y'all did enjoy this video. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Yeah.